JoAnne Favors has been one of the most impactful people in our community over the last 60 plus years. And that starts long before I ever knew her here locally as an activist, from the time that she was a teenager up through today. The pieces that I really saw was that JoAnne speaks with a moral clarity and a voice that people recognize. And so when she was on the county commission, long before I was in elected office, I watched and read the newspaper as she got things done for her district, but also for the entire county. And then once I became an elected official, I really got to see her at work, both externally, like what did she accomplish, and then internally being able to just lead people, to get them focused in the right direction, and to make sure that that we were moving towards justice in every single step.
She made an impact on me, as I previously said, I first wanted to get into politics. And I went to her and she told me some things, and she said, you need to be groomed and you need to be trained. And so the first thing she did for me is she sent me down as an appointee for the election commission. She made me a commissioner there. And then the next thing she did, she sent me to Toastmasters International to learn how to speak, learn how to carry myself, and how to deal when I'm in an audience setting.
As an instructor for students, she was very compassionate and personable, and she was dedicated to seeing that her students succeeded.
I would just say she kind of has these accomplishments that you see in healthcare and other places that are easy to define. But then on the other side, she's got this part that is a little bit harder for people to see that I witnessed up close, and that is leading people, framing the conversation, making sure that the needs of underrepresented, unheard people are front and center in the debate and in legislation.
Well, she was a caring and compassionate person. She cared for all the students, and she made us feel comfortable in her classroom. She
always listened to the grassroots people, and she always attacked real issues. So one of the things that she done that I worked with on, she was able to get 500 people that was non-custodian people released from jail so they can go to work and pay their child support.
JoAnne has, across many different careers, shown immense amount of integrity, starting again as a young person in our city as an activist, going through a professional career, then in the world of politics, immense amount of integrity that no one would ever challenge. And then finally, you know, when I started the Mayor's Council for Women, the person that I asked to be the chair of it for me alongside Carol Burrs was JoAnne Favors, because I knew that as we were talking about the issues that matter most to women in Chattanooga, that she would just have a way to look at those, whatever it was that came up, and make sure that it was tackled with integrity and moral clarity. And we just owe her an immense debt of gratitude in our city.
She's loyal. She's a loyal person, and she shoots straight forward. She's not going to tell you one thing and do something else.
Well, in addition to being an expert and dedicated person as a nurse instructor, she went on to become a state representative, and she did a fine job with that.
I would like to say thank you so much, Ms. Favor, for all that you have poured into my life, still pouring into my life as a person you took on your wing to mentor, to teach and show how to be a good politician, as well as to make sure always take care of the people that you represent. You're a very loving, giving, and kind person, and I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to meet you and still be able to be up under your wing.
JoAnne, you are a hero of mine. You are someone who has made an immense amount of difference for everybody in our community, but particularly for people who felt like no one else was speaking up for them. You always spoke for them. I'm getting goose pimples just talking about it and thinking about your amazing leadership. Thank you on behalf of the people of Chattanooga.